afternoon, everybody. Let's look at your headlines on this Friday afternoon. A shooting at a local shipyard leaves one man dead. Plus, Spanish Fort opens up a new park, and it looks so nice. Plus, Gulf Shore is getting a big boost to its marine unit. Those stories and more coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad to be with you on this Friday afternoon. What a happy Friday it is as far as high school football. We are gearing up for not only our fifth quarter show, but we have our hometown tour tonight that we're so excited about in Jackson, Alabama. As you know, the Jackson Aggies, state champs, taking on the Saraland Spartans. Fantastic dynamite football teams playing each other tonight. ESPN is going to be there. We are going to be there. And not to mention all of the other great games here along the Gulf Coast. So we are excited about that. Now, just keep in mind, if you are going to be out and about tonight, you've got to bring your poncho to a game because the rain showers, kind of like last night, we had monsoons in some parts and it didn't rain in others, but we're expecting a pretty wide coverage of rain tonight. So just be prepared. I think I'm going to bring a poncho, and then I'm going to try to bring like a little towel or something to dry off the bleachers because I'm going to be at a high school football game tonight. So you might want to do the same if you don't want to sit in wet bleachers. All right, let's go ahead and get to our big stories at this hour. Number 5, a big change for Cracker Barrel, and some people aren't too happy about it. The restaurant chain released a new logo, which gets rid of the iconic Uncle Herschel. The company says Uncle Herschel will still appear in the restaurant and on the menu, just not on the logo. Cracker Barrel stock fell more than 7% yesterday after that news. Number 4, the Marine Unit of the Gulf Shores Police Department has a new boat patrolling the waters. Officials say the boat has a bigger fuel tank and it helps get to people more quickly. The price tag, just under $500,000. A FEMA grant paid for most of it, while the cost to the city was about $150,000. Number 3, a street in Mobile is now named for a former lawmaker and political activist. The late state representative James Buskey was recognized for his years of dedicated service. Buskey also served in the Alabama House for 4 decades. He also co-founded the Franklin Primary Health Center and the Commonwealth National Bank. Number 2, Spanish Fort is getting a new recreation area, a new park, and today was the grand opening. The area opened today at 9 o'clock. It's just off of Bass Pro Drive, and that features 6 new pickleball courts, a renovated playground and splash pad, and a large pavilion with picnic tables. Lighting is provided also on the pickleball court so people can play at night. And number 1, a big story that we have been covering all day since 7:30 this morning. A lockdown is lifted after a shooting at Ingalls Shipbuilding in Pascagoula. Pascagoula police responded to the shipyard around 7:30 this morning. Investigators confirm one person is dead and the suspect, Curtis James Jr., is in custody. Police just gave us the name of the suspect, and all we know at this point is that he killed a man from Pritchard. So we are working to get even more information about those circumstances. But everyone who works at Ingalls has been sent home for the day because it certainly was a terrifying morning for a lot of people there. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. All right, everybody, time for our question of the day as we lighten things up. And it seems a little too early to be talking about this, but our web team just couldn't help themselves, could they? Are pumpkin spice lattes overrated? Are pumpkin spice lattes overrated? I can't even imagine talking about pumpkin anything right now because it is so hot. I love pumpkin stuff, but it's just too early to talk about it, but you know what, we're going to. So, are they overrated? Yes. It's still hot outside, so keep your pumpkin spice away from my margarita. Kirsten, that might be the comment of the day. Very, very true. Helen says everything pumpkin spice is overrated. Let's see. Janine says pumpkin spice, and she has the yucky emoji. Dalton says that he used to do Starbucks, but now he's moved to Scooter's Coffee because everything is freshly made when you order. and they don't put the order in until you either check in or go through the app. I'll have to try Scooters. I know there's one over in Daphne, kind of a newer coffee chain to our area. Have to give it a try. Love them, Emily says. Lois says, depends on where you get them. I personally prefer Yellowhammer's. Yellowhammer is so good. I love Yellowhammer coffee, and I love Yellowhammer's egg and cheese bagels. They're so good. Yes, they're overrated. Absolutely. Yes, they're overrated. Okay, all coffee. Robert, no. He says all coffees are overrated. Oh, no. We are big coffee people here at WKRG. I have my morning coffee, my mid-morning coffee, and my 3 o'clock coffee. So, not overrated. It's a must-have for sure. All right, thanks everybody for commenting on our pumpkin spice lattes. But, side note here, it is going to cool off just a little bit. So we're going to get a little rain today and tomorrow. And then next week, we're going to see some cooler mornings. So that false fall that we call it, it's actually coming. So looking forward to that. All right, now our poll of the day. We're asking you, what could you live without for a year? Which could you live without for a year? Music or movies? That's a tough one, isn't it? What could you live without for a year? Music or movies? I really gotta think about that. I don't know. Because I listen to my music every day, and I watch my Hallmark movies every night. I don't know. I'd have to really think about that. But you can go ahead and vote in our poll of the day. And if you want to do it, you can go ahead and find that poll and that question on WKRG.com or our WKRG Facebook page. Okay? You can do it until 5:30 tonight, and that's when the next edition of News 5 Now airs. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to tune in at 4 o'clock for our hometown tour of Jackson, which focuses on the big game tonight with ESPN there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Simone, Gerhard, and Ed are going to be up there. And I'll see you tonight for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock. Have a good afternoon.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.